しいちんちんもの金玉の亀あるそれの音サルボボいえ忍者がいます Hey hey let's go 金化する大切なもの Protect my balls 僕が悪い So let's fighting Let's fighting love Let's fighting love
Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to PMB Reviews. Today we're going to review the 1976 film At the Earth's Core, directed by Kevin Connor. The story, surprisingly faithful to an Edgar Rice Burroughs novel, is about a British professor named Perry, played by Peter Cushing, and his American apprentice named David, played by Doug McClure. They created a drilling device called the Iron Mole, for some sort of reason that's not really explained. But anyway, during a test run with the machine, the duo finds themselves in the underground world of Pellucidar. There they encounter a cave woman named Dia, played by Caroline Munro, telepathic pterodactyls called Mahars, and other strange oddities. This movie has been a bit of a mixed bag for me. Well, let's talk about my problems. My first problem is the creatures. Now here's the thing, I'm not against men in suit effects. In fact, I adore it. But here's the thing. But here, the creature performers seem to just stand there. With films like The Dark Crystal or most of the early Godzilla films, the performer was always allowed to emote through the suit. But with this, it seems that they couldn't or weren't allowed to express themselves. This results with the creatures to appear dull and unlively. My second complaint is the music, because during the beginning credits, they have this really amazing opening music that really excites you and promises a grand action-adventure film. But after that, you hear very little music, with the exceptions of a few electronic buzzing noises. My third problem is, I might sound weird about this, but I do not like the sky in this movie. It's just not the reason why is that there's too much pinkish red. It's just not a very good color scheme. Here's some advice. Painting the sky with a reddish glow is not very pleasant to look at. I think this effect should have been done with matte paintings, like in Journey to the Center of the Earth or The Mole People. All in all, I don't like the sky. My fourth and final complaint is the ending. Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it has something to do with the Doug McClure and Caroline Munro romance. But I'm not going to give away that. I've been a little bit too harsh on this film, but let's now talk about the good stuff. I like the premise. Just the idea of discovering a lost civilization under our feet is always an interesting subject. I also like the Mahars. They're just great villains. Again, their design is pretty lacking, but just how how they use their telepathic abilities on their victims is just freaking awesome. Peter Cushing is great as always, and Caroline Munro is a lot of fun. For the fanboys, that is. Overall, At the Earth's Core is a pretty decent adventure movie. It's quick-paced, it's fun. It could have been made better, but again, it's the 70s. If you're into old school science fiction films, this is up your alley, but if you haven't seen this before, I'd say it's worth only one viewing. This is PMB Reviews, signing off.
Iます